Ghana is a small but very dynamic independent African state.
We should never forget that our duty is to lead Ghana out of the mess.
NPP Road to 2024.
Exclusive on Pinax TV.
Alright, so a very big welcome to this particular platform. We all know, sir, very soon the new Patriotic Party will going to elect their own flag bearer. Now, undoubtedly, we are having a lot of people who are contesting for this particular viable position. Agyapong, Agyapong, Bawumia, Agyapong, a whole lot of people. But super delegate and you be cut down the numbers now can 5. But out of the 5, there are 3 big people and 3 big contenders. Any of these 3 contenders can win. I'm talking about Acquah, Bawumia, and Agyapong. They are the big 3 right now. But have you ever sat down and asked yourself, if these people, any of these big 3 should win, who will be their running mate? Well, we know because we'll be giving you projected running mates of all those individuals, and all the people are almost huge figures. None any of them can win. I'm talking about Bawumia, Ken, and also Acquah. Let's start off with Acquah. What we are learning currently is that Acquah Senyankopon Bono to me winning flag bearership race now. This is the guy that will be the running mate. Nipo Ben running mate Peter John Amewu. Now this guy is a Volta regional minister. He also has held other ministerial positions during the first term of the Acquah led administration. But there's a catch. Every event via Acquah, this guy is there. In fact, this guy on be Oshani in Akase welcome me could you chairman thing. All the regions and tours all in Peter John Amewu is there. And think of it. Peter John Amewu, he's one of the few people, MPP members of few voter region. So imagine Acquah and Peter John Amewu on the ballot paper in 2024. I'm sure I want to share a Ghana, but Ghana for Becca's okay. I'm going to for Kakra. I'm going to say nipa. First time Sebi Angnoni and I be vice president. It is going to be massive. So that is something I was and we've seen clearly from all the videos also on social media is that Peter Amewu is really ganged up for this particular position, and we can tell you vehemently say if Acquah should choose him as a running mate, he's ready to take up this particular job. Now, far from that, the next person on also was here Sheno and you'll be Bawumia. Now, one thing that you guys have to know is that Bawumia initially opposed ne bania de adini nyina nipa na ye project beginning ye project say okay obetime wini and you be as about if I early post about ekra na HS about Bawumia was the person na odi kan ewo akinsi nim. Yes, onana odi kan ewo akinsi nim. So Bawumia is no easy person to contend with. So the big question is Bawumia, he's been a vice president before. This is a vice presidential position now. If he becomes a president, who would Bawumia choose to be his running mate? Who? Guess. Mema 1 second. Guess. Why now feel say Bawumia be chooses okay? My deep vice president, I say me deep president, say Mahama. Inti me person be running mate. Who do you think Bawumia will choose? Well, if you don't know, then let me tell you, the person about me be choose and you be say Esla Owusu. So this is a bit sketch. I mean, can't you be? Last year, Esla Owusu went north. In fact, all the tours and Bawumia here last year, in the northern region, Esla Owusu was there. And the reason why Esla Owusu also low-key or championing the BMW and Bawu administration is because she is a potential viable pick to be a vice president of Ghana one day and even a running mate. And look at this from this angle. She will be the first ever female vice president if she wins. I will say NTC4 or Jenano Opoku, but this particular lady, if she wins, if Bawumia wins, she becomes the first ever female vice president of Ghana. And we know for a fact, Esla Owusu, she also intends to build her political career. So for some time now, you've been seeing that she's been putting on a tough face in parliament, and is aimed towards making sure that at the end of the day, Bibia and the records say, because this time around, so we yanko for delegates a new Nyamaya and Pimpin a difficult say they can consider you for such a position. I remember, even though the flag bearer has the say, say me pick you and I me pick you. Usually it's the council of elders who usually give the go ahead. So, okay, we are going with your pick and we believe so. Be me Abwaye. And Bawumia is from the northern region, so a band in northern support Obinya, and also as Lowusu, even though she can galvanize the Acquah vote and also Asante for any Achimfo voter. It will be an interesting pair on the ballot if he should win. Now let's go on to my man, the man of the moment, Kennedy. I'm off a break. Okay, who will be Ken's vice? Who will be Ken's running mate? Well, you name him Ken Subai. Ken, we believe say he's bold. He maybe has business ideas he can help Ghana with. We understand. But usually the vice president on the steering wheel, no, was a boss in the no amount orders. You see. So the big question is, if one day or elections here, you be quick, second in Japan, that's not Kenny Winia. Who will be Kenny Japan's running mate? Ghana Hawaiian pa Kwame Sefa Kayana. Ekwana na wanya. We say ne ex-wife. The ex-wife or your Domi Kwabinya constituency, address Afwana. Who do you think? Who do you think Kenny Japan be fan as running mate for year 2024 a year flag bearership race if he should win? Well, if you don't know, then let me give you Nipa in Japan ever fan and you'll be say Boachi Agyapong. I know so this is a bit like scary. So okay, how did you come up with this figures and what? Boachi Acquah has been one person that has been on the heart of Ken for a very long time. Now, this man, he has his own issues. In fact, from there, he been an energy minister, married Johnson Semno. We saw very clearly how these whole issues played out, which even led to his removal from office and running mates now. Or even though he's run as a flag bearer and Osha, he's not even in the top 5, mainly because Sebe Nisika Uniska the campaign. So Peter Meu at the point in time he was right below Alan Cash, ranking people who can be potential viable picks. But since his ousting from a year that Acquah led administration, Nenim and also the popularity, let me use the word popularity, a declining kakra because he is not active. Why low? They name party no shawa no show and na a how vote. So here no fewer in terms of Sika 7, we are learning says and share the niska sana MPP race is a Sika race. People are burning money. So if you don't have money, forget. And even if you don't have money, you need to have people who support. So Bawumia indirectly, he might not have all the cash, but he has people who are supporting him to win the presidential and the flag bearership race. So, Boachi Agyapong, he has ideas near there, but unfortunately, Oniska. So let's wipe out his potential win for the flag bearership position. Now, the reason why this guy Ken will pick him is because this guy, he has deep intellectual knowledge. This guy, he was a person who worked at World Bank. So he has a history of doing what World Bank or Acquah. He rose to World Bank, he rose to America Bank, he rose to become one of the biggest heads in that particular bank Abuchi. So ocean expertise near the idea, he's really done well. And even far from that, his analysis and his also explanation and his deep thinking into things, it can really help. Now what really did can say the reputation that married, but we understand say it's our issue, investigation song. So these are the potential variable picks. I believe say each of these favorite candidates, if they should win, these are the people they will pick. I know say you have your own ideas. Do you think say Bawumia he should go in for a slow? So do you think say Alan Cash should go in for Peter? We now look at this very closely in SMP. But at the end of the day, even though these are projected, it is not final. The party also has a say because if Ken and Boachi Agyapong is going, he's left the Northerners in the loop, which means they will not feel represented. Bawumia will be getting them. If Ken doesn't have a running mate or Northerner, Mahama Benyom because Mahama if you north and a mama running mate crowd a Kenyan as Santini. So Boachi Agyapong his ethnicity so play a role and answer the BOF what I say. And also you should also need to be looking at Anglophone, a year before, Peter Mewu, Boache Jack, does he stand a chance of winning the vote if he's a running? But does he even stand a chance of even getting the Kumasi vote and the Asante vote and in same P? But Ghana for in Pennycrest, so I don't know if Ken really want to go with this pick or not. On the other hand, Alan Cash, viable candidate, Alan Cash then make a lot of sense. But even though Alan Cash's own makes a lot of sense, the big issue is the big issue here is the lack of representation from the northern part, because we tell me if you voter region, okay, what about the north? They don't have that means that they will not have a vice or a president Biomana, a vice president of North Biomana, and the northern region, they are the second largest ethnic groups in Ghana. So you should just want that lack of representation have great repercussions. These are the basic things. I will be giving you more updates as all of these various events unfold. Subscribe and like and share this video if you like it.
Ghana is a small but very dynamic independent African state.
We should never forget that our duty is to lead Ghana out of the mess.
NPP Road to 2024.
Exclusive on Pinax TV.